So sad but true. And with all my demons, what do you believe in? So sad but true. What can I believe in? Bad for you. What's up? Yo, 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 yo. Hey, I need everybody to smash a like on the stream. It helps pump me in the YouTube algorithm. I'm just here to chat, guys. Nothing major. Nothing crazy. Just here to chat. I miss you guys. I haven't talked to you guys in a direct fashion in a long time. I don't know if you noticed, but streaming is it's kind of exhausting. Like it really wears me out, to be honest. So I try not to spend too much time doing it because it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of bad for my brain, if I'm being honest. I think. I also might just be stupid. What up, Jen Colado? Everybody, tell my boy Jen Colado, what up? Yo, what up, Robert, Peyton, Taha, Sei, Rhode Island, Rad to Riches, Twin Terpsky, Brian. Have you guys liked the stream already? Rhode Island twice. What up, dude? Astro got arrested. That's sick, dude. What up, Trey? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Whitney's, damn. Love and Lust. Steven, what up? I didn't find anything too crazy. Well, let's sit here and take a look for a little while. I just want to talk to you guys, you know? Actually, the chat is trash like this. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Okay, it was on top chat. That's what was wrong. Let me pop this back in, actually. Wait, so is Astro really got arrested? How do you guys know? How the fuck do you know that? Are you looking at arrest records in his area or something? Or something like a friend of his said something or something? How do you know that? What up? Somebody tell me. Did Astro get arrested for being way too fucking sexy? What up, big man? Dude, come on. Come on now. There's a lot of people in the chat. Hey, we got 126 people viewing and only 56 likes. Y'all need to fix that. What up with that? What up, Javi? Or is that how you say your name, Javi? Javi the Great? What up, Alfred? Hey, Lou said the big devil is out. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. That guy, man. Lou's something else. I'm eating a giant fucking bowl of rice and chicken. Fucking starving on it. What up, Ryan? What up, Matt? Touch my camera through the fence? Wait, who? Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dave is so cute. You're so cute, Sir Mods a lot. Look at his beard. What up? What up? I'm just letting more people get in here before we start talking about shit. Thank you, Cass. I appreciate that. That fucking picture melts my heart, dude. It, like, destroys me. I'm completely useless when I see that picture. Fucking rice. What did I say, kale? Dude, that's what I need is some fucking kale. That's what I need, some superfood in me. What up, Cheeto? What up, dude? Cheeto, I laugh my ass off at your shit, dude. I fucking love... Like, I don't have my noties on for you, but I just scroll my feed, and then I'll just see something with me in it or something, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where did you find that cute-ass picture of me? Son, I look extra good in that picture. I'd be ugly as hell every other time. Eminem, like Emin. Okay, got it. Can I just call you Nem? Oh fuck. Hell yeah, twin. Dude, you know what the struggle has been for me? I'm trying to bulk. And for me, dude, this is a lot, but I've been eating like 2,800 calories a day. And I like healthy food. And healthy food has no fucking calories in it. Like I feel like I'm eating so fucking much. Chicken and rice. Or it's everybody smash likes. We got 180 viewers and 100 likes. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dude, I saw somebody post a chart. Why was BBIG on a day halt today? Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me right now, Vaughn? Yeah, I don't dirty bulk, Alfred. No, I can't dirty bulk anyway. Dude, I really don't like unhealthy food, honestly. Like, I don't like junk food. I'm not saying that, like, for, just to, I'm not trying to be that guy or anything. Like, I really don't like eating a lot of junk food. Like, sometimes I like a little junk here, like a little snack, but I can't eat, like, a junk meal. Like, I eat, like, fried chicken and shit, but to be honest with you, fried chicken in the right diet really isn't that bad. Like, as long as you're not eating it like every fucking time. Extreme Gains is calling for AMC to go to $2. Hold on. I saw him talk about what? I saw him talk about a potential fractal that was bearish that sent GME to like hell before it pumped. Is that what he's talking about? No way. Let's watch that video. So Parkat. I want to watch that video. Yeah, Alfred. Yeah, I just got some grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef in. Might be eating that. I love chicken too. Like, Vaughn, are you fucking with me right now, Vaughn? Dude, it was Martin Luther King Day. Are you fucking with me right now? The market was closed. Are you fucking with me? Dude, at $2, if AMC went to two, I don't know, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. So he says, so I don't want to talk too much about this because people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're promoting." Because he's definitely getting some shill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't imagine the percentage of people watching him calling him a shill right now. Holy shit. Like, I've been bearish, but I've never been that bearish. Holy shit. Yeah, 0 would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, you have to move on to a different fractal if it doesn't work. That's kind of the nature of it, right? Like, right? If your fractal gets disproven, well, that would be kind of stupid to follow that same fractal because it's disproven. Now you have to try a new one. That's why I focus on technicals, because I feel like technicals are just more reliable in general. It's just like the fractal shit. Yeah, you know, you see the fractals on 1 minute, and you see them on fucking. Yeah, I don't know. That shit really hurts my brain, honestly. Extreme gains, Jason. I mean, look, he he piqued my interest. You know, I watched a couple of his videos. He had pretty interesting thesis. I mean, I'm not putting my financial future on it, right? It's just it's a thesis, dude. Like I said, I was bullish going into this week. We'll dig around in the chart and see with a fresh set of eyes if that's how I still feel. We can watch his video on here. I don't know if that's okay. I mean, it should be okay. If he wants his message to be heard, that, you know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking shit on the guy. I don't care how much I disagree with it. You'll never catch me. Somebody comes out with a thesis and I sit here and trash them. Like, that's, to me, that shit is garbage. That shit is garbage to me. Like, like whatever. Everybody's got their own thesis, dude. That's why when people are like, "Oh, these guys are talking about shorting AMC in this space call," blah blah blah. I'm just like, what? Like, why do you give a fuck? Like, it's just a thesis. They disagree with you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever. Like, okay. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I'm just like, okay, they're bearish. Yeah, every day in the market I trade, you know, there are bulls and bears. I'm against the people on the other side. That's how it works. It's not because I don't hate them. Like, whatever. I actually I hope for the best for everybody. Dude, BBIG is weird. I'll show you guys. BBIG is weird as shit. BBIG is definitely on some fucking. Oh, what up, Short the Vix? Holy shit, dude. What you doing here? Yo, before I was ever a YouTuber, I remember watching or make YouTube videos. Oh, I'm a YouTuber now. He's just chill. No. I remember watching Short the Vix, like whenever, you know, like in June and July and shit. Now he's watching me, dude. My how the tables are. I'm just kidding. I don't watch any I don't watch any AMC YouTubers anymore, to be honest with you. Like every once in a while I do, but not really. Sometimes I pop in on Jin Colado and make sure he ain't talking shit about. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, dude. Oh shit, we almost got 300 viewers. No fucking way, Astro. No, you're lying to me, Hyper. You're lying, dude. You're bullshit. Probably tweeting some bullshit right now. Chill. Imagine the price moons while Astro's in jail. Holy shit! Stop. Stop. The first thing we needed was Astro to not be there to be. Holy shit. That is funny as shit. Yo, by the way, short the VIX. Are you still shorting the VIX? Cause like, holy shit. Oh man. I don't know, dude. I don't. You know, you might have a little bit more time. Might have to change your name. Long the VIX the next year or so, I think. Astro and way. Y'all are fucking with me, dude. Y'all are fucking with me. There's no way. I'm about to call him. I'm gonna have to keep it to where y'all can't hear it though, because y'all, you know, he might come out with the shill shit like he always does. I gotta let him know, like, oh, this shit's online, dog. Hey, I'm calling him right now. If he answers, that means he's definitely not in jail. I feel like I'm spreading a fucking rumor right now, which is making me pretty uncomfortable, if I'm being honest. Oh, he didn't answer, but to be honest with you, he never answers, so so that doesn't mean much. He randomly calls me. He never answers his ever. Yeah. Yeah, no, he never ever answers his. Astro ain't in jail. No cap, Astro in the slammer. Where is this coming from? We have 315 viewers and 153 likes. You guys stink, dude. Yeah, he's probably sleeping. In jail. Just kidding, dude. Wait, did Short the Vix reply to me? I just want to. He's out. He's out. Let's talk about stocks. We will. I just finished my bowl of food. Yeah, I know, right? Liu? 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 How you pronounce? Go see. Has Astro tweeted? Yeah, they're fucking. Y'all are fucking with me. I don't believe you guys. Last thing he did was retweet day day old tweets. Everybody like the stream, dude. Quit being selfish. All right, let's talk about AMC, dude. Y'all want to talk about AMC? I am live streaming Gregory Hayward II with your very specific name. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Ray? All right. Fuck, I need a water. You guys have waited long enough. Get a water in a second. A little sesh, dog. A little sesh. So, okay. And let me DM Extreme Gains and make sure, like, I just want to be like, yo, is it cool if I watch your video on my stream? Because I just don't want to be like, I don't want him to take it the wrong way, or like I'm sitting here trying to pick him apart or put him, like, I'm just generally curious. I mean, that is a very bold, that some would say an extreme thesis. I just messaged him. Wait, I'm not gonna do anything until he replies. Just because I just don't like. I wouldn't give a fuck if somebody watched my shit on their stream. So like, if you're here and you're wondering if you can do that, you can always critique my videos. I don't give a fuck. But I just don't want, I don't want him to I don't want him to think that I'm like being a fucking nasty motherfucker or anything. Because So, um, All right, so look, I'm still on the same shit, okay? Right? I'm still here where I've been. I've been here for a while now with this, okay? I see this as a particularly disgusting looking falling wedge. Okay. Got multiple touch points here on the bottom, here in the recent trading range. And then you just have validation for this line back here. So much price action has followed this line, okay? So and then it becomes a part of this wedge up around here, right? Let me make the numbers bigger. Cause see, look, I told you the shit always resets itself. The scam, dude. Scammers. Get 5% off by clicking the link in my. Just kidding. Holy shit. Where the fuck? How do I do it? Okay. This is probably good. Okay. He probably didn't call for a date. I don't think that his I don't think that from what I gather in watching some of his content, I don't find him to be a real date guy. You know, he's more of a, you know, he's more of a, meet up in a private place and just get straight to business kind of guy. You know. Oh, I meant, he's more of a fractal guy, but like it's not really time sensitive as much as it is like price action sensitive, if that makes sense. Blowing me kisses, Malad? Better stop playing around in here. Malad. Are you blowing kisses, Malad? Like my lad? Oh, I'm sorry. Spy. Find some time to break down Spy. Yeah. So, box top guy. What up, Ben Strades? What up, Jack? So, dude, listen. This thing loves fucking falling wedges. Okay? Like, AMC is a full on falling wedge maniac, okay? Like, I'll show you some examples of this. It is actually absurd. And I know Jen Collado is like, falling wedges are newbie patterns. I know that's what he's saying right now, in his head. But dude, I'm telling you, the efficiency, I mean it's really it's shocking how frequently AMC goes into falling wedges and rising wedges and plays them out. Like it's ridiculous, actually. So that does help with my conviction because stocks have a personality, you know. Like when you're looking at a chart, that chart has a personality. It doesn't. It's gonna the same. I guess you could call it an algorithm. But let's just pretend like it's people trading it for a second. The same people / algorithm, they kind of trade the same stock and then they kind of do the same thing, right? Like they want to do, it's like a familiarity kind of thing, you know? Like the SPY just does the same thing over and over again. Like SPX, it just like SPX, the most inflated asset on it just it like it just behaves the same. It does this rolling sort of, it's a weird kind of distributive accumulation, distributive kind of rolling sort of price action that it does, right? Like it looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like if you just look at it, it looks like a brontosaurus, okay? Right? So this is the analysis that you came here for. I realize. But yeah, so if you really look at it, if you just look at it, really, if you just like, okay, just bear with me. Okay, so you got your legs here, okay, right? Legs here, okay. This is like the body, okay, and then this can I don't even know how this works, but let's just see. How does this work? I have no idea how this works. We're just gonna do something. How the fuck? Does anybody know how to use the polyline? Fuck. Sorry. Hold on. There's got to be a way. Do I like reattach it or something? Then I can. Okay, this is bullshit. Sorry. All right. Okay. I'll just say it. Okay. It's like a, right? Kind of like a. It's like a brontosaurus. You guys remember the brontosaurus? So like you would say, okay, right? And then this now the question about spy is it a happy or a sad brontosaurus? Because if it's because it could be a happy brontosaurus, right? Where it comes into this trading range and it makes a smile. All right? So just for reference here. And then the right eye is always the price target on a smiling brontosaurus. It's a rule actually. If you look it up on so and then will it have a green nose or a red nose? If it has a green nose and it's smiling, then what the price will generally do, right? Is it comes into this face and then it just kind of rides this. The nose is the resistance. But if the nose turns green, then it goes to the right eye. And then from there, we don't really know what happens. But that's how the brontosaurus pattern works. So, what do you think? Do you guys... What do you think? Okay. He said way out of scale. You might be right. Oh, see, look. I see what you're saying. Hold on. All right. Wow, this is a big brontosaurus. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. It's almost the same chart if you... Okay, so now... Oh, I like this. This is an elongated... Okay, we got to go to the weekly chart for this. It's getting serious. Oh my god, look at that brontosaurus. Holy shit. This... Oh my god. Look at this. This brontosaurus. Holy sh... Look at the tail on that thing. Okay, hold on. All right, wait, we gotta adjust this now. Because now it's getting serious. Oh, look. This one is an upward facing neck. Hold on. Bear with me. I know this is what you came here for. This one, oh, shit. This is what everyone... Whoa, dude. Hold on. Okay. So, yes. Right? This is perfect brontosaurus pattern developing right here. And then... Okay. What do you guys... Okay. Yeah. Oh, we might have entered the head. We've entered the head now. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. It's just taking so long. I'm gonna get back to the AMC thing because I'm making a point with this. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is not an entertaining waste of your time. This is completely educational. Fuck. Yeah. So the curve. I think you might get a smiling brontosaurus. This is a grinning brontosaurus. Okay. He's got really short legs though. But anyway, that's bullish. Short legs on the brontosaurus pattern. Yeah. What do you guys think? So my bad. All right. So Anyway, he's a flat brontosaurus. He's not very vertical, is he? You know what that means? He's actually a big, nasty, disgusting fucking the world's gonna end rising wedge. Yeah, we're probably fucked. Based on this failed brontosaurus here. Sorry, let me delete all this. Hopefully that was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, okay. I said all that to say that AMC just loves. Oh God, you guys are gonna fucking hate me. So, all right. When I first started posting about AMC on Twitter, we were up here, okay? And I, like everybody else, and this is why this stock is bullshit. Like what I mean by bullshit, I mean like it's completely just like the most insanely like, I don't talk about it's manipulated like all the time. Like I don't say those words, but like holy shit, this stock makes literally no sense. It breaks every fucking rule, okay? Because the volume for bulls was actually more impressive in this region than it was for bears. Okay? So it dumping out of this pennant, okay? Which it hates pennants. It fucking hates pennants and flags, okay? It breaking down out of this made no logical sense to me. I was completely like shocked when this happened. Shocked. When this happened and then this happened and you got shot down here, then I wasn't shocked by anything else. Okay? Because that's what happens, all right? And this is when I became very bearish. Okay? So when it was trading here, I was saying, yo, this shit's probably going to like 35. Just saying, when it did this thing right here, this 48, I was like, this thing's going to 35. And when it came down here and I saw this volume coming in right here, you see this shit? After nothing, I was like, oh yeah, this thing's going to fucking 25. Like this thing's going to 20, 25 bucks. 18 was I'm not, So it never did. When it did this run up again, I said, yeah, this is, wait, which run up is this? When it did this, I was like, it's making me curious. I was like, okay, maybe it's bullish again. But then when it got rejected down off of here, I was like, yo, this thing's got to go down. But then it created this falling wedge, right? This is the hourly chart, so it's not going as well. Let me put. I'm using this to illustrate the fact that this fucking stock is just full bender, like addicted. Can't look away from falling wedges. When it gathered support here, and this isn't perfect, okay, but when it gathered support here and here, I was like, oh shit, this thing. And when it made this fucking thing right here, I was like, oh my God, this thing is about to fucking take the fuck off. And that was like that's when I started getting followers, because I wasn't like a big old bear anymore. And people started to follow me, and I was like, yo, this thing's, and it just went crazy, right? This is when I was evacuated, like around here. I was evacuated for the hurricane. You had this pump right here, and then it came back here. I was measuring the fib on this from here, I think. Maybe from here. What would I have done? Can't really remember. But anyway, you get your 0.5 fib here. And you had this volume scaling up here as you were coming up. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this thing can go. Oh yeah, and I was charting this. Another thing that it hates is ascending triangles. Fucking hate, dude. This thing despises triangles. It hates everything about them. You broke out here. I was like, yo, this thing's about to roll. Like this is it. It's going. until then. And to be honest with you, I was late on this because, well, I was right. I was right on time for the short term. Okay, I was like, yo, this is a rising wedge. Okay, like this thing is about to, it's gonna take a poop. But what I didn't realize was that it was this rising wedge. Okay, and I realized that it was closed. Market was closed, and I looked at this and I was like, oh fuck. Literally, that my eyes popped out of my head. Just like when I found this falling wedge. I was very bearish. Very bearish. Okay? I was like, yeah, this thing's fucked. It's going to fucking, I was like, yo, it's going to $25, $18 range, right? Because I was looking at this kind of like, I don't know if you guys even give a fuck about what I'm talking about right now. But whatever. I was looking at it like this, and I was looking at it in a short time frame probably. And I was just like, yeah, I mean, you blasted right through this zone, this big old fuck you candle. You just didn't do anything here. So you want to come back and test this before you can do anything else. And I got, I was wrong, but I was wrong in the right way. I actually, luckily, I saw this wedge. And when I got confirmation of support here, I was like, oh shit, if we get a dip, I'm buying. And I bought the dip here, and then we rode up here. And then we rode up, and I was like, yo, this is a big nasty rising wedge. I saw the smaller one, but then I zoomed out, saw the bigger one. I was like, oh fuck, this thing's really gonna tank. And that's when you had like this fucking bleeding happen, right? And then remember, everybody was, I'm going through the history of AMC now. Fuck it, I'm already in, might as well. Everybody was charting this, especially longer term guys like me with logarithmic tendencies, right? We were charting this support line, and we were saying, and dude, I mean, to be honest with you, this doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad here. But when I remember this day, dude, when you broke this like this, you come back and you retested and you failed this. Woo! Dude, I will never forget this. September. I was like, oh no, this thing's about to fucking. And so then we started saying mother of all bear traps. Remember, that was like kind of that's when I started my YouTube channel. And I was like, yo, you got this falling wedge here that started to form over the course of the next few days, weeks, whatever. And I was like, yeah, you measure the Fibonacci here. Wait, oh yeah, and I was doing it off of log scale. And, we were breaking. I was like, look, golden pocket. That's when everybody started to pay attention to the golden pocket. We broke the golden pocket. I didn't have a 707. Shout out to Jen Colado in the chat. I didn't have a 707 on my chart at that time. But we broke right through that anyway. It didn't really matter. You got a little bounce here. Fake out. And then you got rejected by the falling wedge line. And then you came down here, and I was saying 786 was your number, right? And look, I mean, we nailed that thing. And I'll never forget that day because I was taking a poop. And... like literally I was live streaming. A lot of you guys probably remember, but I was live streaming and literally I had like pre-drawn shit on the chart. I was like, yeah, we're watching this wedge. We had it like this pretty much. I mean, it was really perfect. I lined it up with the 786, and I walk away from my computer to go literally poop, and then like literally like while I'm and I like checked my Twitter, and it was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, what? And I went and looked at the stream, and literally the candles were like off the screen, like just blasting off. I was like, what the hell? You guys remember this, right? So what I'm saying all this to say, right? You got giant falling wedge, giant rising wedge, giant falling wedge. And since then, right, we, I got a lot of criticism over the course of some time, right? Because, I mean, I was pumped when this happened. We ran down. I was fine. I was like, yeah, fibs, whatever, right? And then this is where we were like, yo, Amy loves 786. You guys remember that too? And what was that set? How did I measure it? Was it like this? Yeah. Hangs a 786, rolls back up, comes back, retest. Boom. We start blasting off again. People get excited. And then Dave the Bear comes alive again, and he says, "Oh, well, sorry guys, but you know, oh fuck, I don't even know how I can draw them in real time, but I can't do it. Maybe it's because I'm on a shorter time frame. Anyway, I just saw this thing getting exhausted here. The volume was falling out. I was like, oh yeah, you got a dip. We got the dip. This is basically the same fucking thing. I think this is a shorter term one. Yeah. This is why the fractals are just like fucked, you know? Like fractals are just so fucking oh god. Like I'm not criticizing people who do fractals. Actually, I'm giving them credit because I can't live with them. Like they drive me literally fucking nuts. So then falling wedge, and then this is when we really got into the Wyckoff kind of theory stuff. We started following that a lot closer. We blasted off like a rocket here, and then I identified this distribution looking pattern. I was getting called a shill. And then, you know, we bounced up here. Yeah, so anyway, look, I'm saying all this, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. I'm saying all this to say that historically, AMC likes wedges, okay? It likes falling and rising wedges. It just prefers those patterns. It doesn't like pennants. It doesn't like flags. It doesn't like ascending or descending triangles. Literally doesn't respect them at all. Literally doesn't care. Doesn't care about ascending or descending triangles. It cares about wedges, and I feel like going into this week or the next few weeks, this wedge is going to play a role. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but all the wedges that I did before, they didn't have major breaks in them like this. So that does kind of make me think like, okay, well maybe you could be in a longer term, a little bit longer term wedge, right? Where you draw your touch points, maybe you draw them like this, boom, boom, and you have to retrace even further down to this sort of region. And I know that on the channel we've talked about, and again, that was my original kind of area, right? The 18 to 20, right? So maybe you got to go down here. Maybe a good bear trap scenario would be people are going to be sitting here staring at this fucking gap by that time. And you just never fill it. Bears get fucking, you know, all the puts get wrecked and you roll up. I mean, it's totally possible. To be honest with you guys, like the stock is in an indecisive technical territory. That's just it is the reality of it. Like for the next few days, it is relatively indecisive. But the combination from a technical perspective, but the combination of the options chain and where it stands right now, the open interest that's there, with these patterns does make me wonder what Composite Man's plan is, right? And like why is there so much open interest when the stock is at basically the most painful scenario that it's been at probably ever? Why? And then why falling wedge at the same time? Because I look at this stock especially as a stock that is it's just it's an eventuality. That's how I see the stock. And I mean, I could be very wrong, right? I could be fucking lying to myself here, and I could be overly bullish and whatever. But I think the narrative is just too good. It's too good of a narrative for institutions to not hop on this thing and try and send it up so that they can make a shit ton of money on cheap options that they buy. And dude, the options are literally, they're so cheap right now that I can't comprehend them just not trying to go for that ride, if that makes sense. So that is just like my thesis. All that interest, what if those contracts, those Januaries, are just institutions at this point because retail has just been sucked out of the game. I just can't. I don't know. it's hard for me. It's hard for me to not see it that way. Does that mean that I'm gonna be right no matter what? Fuck no. I mean, I was telling Kid, you guys know Kid, the Kid Returns. I was telling him the other day, dude, like I've always had the best intentions. I've always wanted to help people. And like, you know, I'm sorry, you probably think that your audio fucked up, but I just went silent. I was reading a comment. I just I told him, I was like, dude, on the day to day, like back here, I was so on point, dude. Like I was 100%, dude. I mean, I was probably 90 to 95% plus accurate in this region on a day-to-day basis, right? I leave for Disney. Well, no, and then I nailed this shit too. So really it was this that I was like pretty much perfect on. And then I went to fucking Disney. Ugh! On this this section of the chart here. And then and then I came back, and this is when this was all happening. And then since then, man, and that's the thing, like that's why you gotta chart every day and shit. Especially if it's something that you're following like for the long term, you gotta chart it every day because you lose touch with it. But since then, I just kind of felt juked over and over again, like, and I was telling him that, and I was like, you know, but to be honest with you, from a macro perspective, right? For me, that's where my strong suit is. That's where I'm best. But on this stock, it's where I've been the worst. I can't call the week, the like multi-week, multi-month kind of moves on this thing for some reason, and it's just so fucking weird. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because I lost touch with the stock on that trip. That's probably some sort of unfortunate reality for me. But yeah, I mean, and I mean, I'm gonna get it back. You know, I'm gonna get back in touch with it. I'm gonna get really good at it again. But it's just like it's frustrated me the past few weeks because I feel like I kind of don't understand it in a way, which is weird for me. Because for you guys who've been following the channel for a while, you know that's Kid is here. Is he here? What up, Kid? You in here? There. I went to the gym earlier, Tom. But yeah, I mean, I kind of went on a tangent there or whatever. But again, the thing like that really matters is the same. This thing still loves falling wedges. It still is in a falling wedge, and so in the next couple weeks, I am expecting a turnaround. I was saying this week, but I just want to put some fresh eyes on it and get a better idea. So when does this? So if we draw this as accurately as possible using Wix here. Okay. Oh yeah, dude, we got a fucking short week this week. Yeah, I forgot about that. So this wedge expires. You're no longer in the wedge by the 25th in this fashion. Holy lag, dude. Am I dropping frames? No frames dropped on the internet. It's my computer. My computer is being slow. What the fuck? I don't have anything open. Might need to turn it off and turn it back on. That's what they tell me. I'm trying to, you know, see an alternative kind of read. So yeah, I mean that's basically where I've been on with it. And to be honest with you, my mental state has not been very good. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I got juked up a little bit here, guys. I'm not gonna fucking lie, like, you know. But that's why, look, you don't listen to like one fucking personality. You don't do what one fucking Hey, by the way, we only have 250 likes on the stream. What the fuck? 450 viewers, 250 likes. Can you just click the like button just quickly for me? It's just a brief thing, you know. All right, I'm gonna take a break from the chart. I need to like get out of the chart for a second. Fucking with me, dog. And I'll answer some questions. I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate it. Check the cup and handle on the volume though. Yeah, I mean, but you've kind of had that effect before, haven't you? Like you've kind of like rolled up, right? Like you've done a similar thing before and gotten faked out. I mean, I feel good about this move, you know? Like this was what we were saying. We were saying, you know, you're probably going to come here and hit 1950. And I think that I probably it was a fib, and then plus like the market was just being weird as fuck. Like it was just in a weird spot, especially after this sort of dump. I was like, yeah, you're gonna come down and test 1950. If you guys were following me on Twitter, I was charting SPY because I was actually day trading SPY on Friday just for fun. No likes for YouTubers until Moas. That's fine, JavG. That it's really weird that you're here though. Because, by the way, JavG, you just being here watching also supports me as a YouTuber. And I know that you're specifically trying to, like, be that guy right now. So, maybe just don't, you know? Shit, dude. I mean, you're in a tough spot. Just fucking with you, dude. Yeah, I don't hate you or anything. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, it was a fib. 1950 was a fib. Was it this one? Dude, holy computer crash, dude. No, it wasn't this one. It was. Oh, maybe it's a big one. Because I have been focusing on the big fibs more lately. Yeah, see? Yeah, I was saying, you know, you're going to come down and test the 786 most likely. Because after this day, I was just like, yeah, all this bleeding. Like, you're at least going to open and do that. And then you're probably going to bounce up. That's what we said. Troll. Yeah, I know. I don't trade the SPX, Dan. I chart the SPX for the longer term so that I can understand the longer term chart more. Are my calls fucked or not? You said you had 40s, man. I mean, look, you know that you're kind of in a long shot situation here. Okay, like anytime you're buying, you have a week to expiry and you want a double in price, you got to understand that you're kind of in a, I mean, it usually takes more than a week or a short week for stocks to double in price, right? I mean, that is SPY go boom boom tomorrow. So yeah, so I trade SPY, but I chart SPX. Just because SPX has more price action history. I mean, they're kind of the same chart. They're not exactly the same. Like they're not exactly divisible or whatever, but like they're similar. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. There's always a chance, especially with a stock like AMC. If you like, look at BBIG, dude. I don't know. I feel like BBIG is just too damn obvious. Like, okay, so this is the chart that I've been having on BBIG. I swear, I probably drew these two lines. They were blue when I drew them initially. Back here. Late November, early December would have been when I drew those lines. Yeah, because you got the question mark here, right? So I was like, what's going to happen here? You see, you come down to this trend line and you just fucking bounce. I mean, this is the only exception. And nobody gave a fuck about it back here. Right? January 21. It looks like it was one of the memes. Nobody gave a fuck about it back here. But even back here in 2019, 2020, it wants this trend line. It breaks below it. Oh no, I want to stay above this. Above. So then, I charted it when it was back here. Yeah, I feel like it would have been like December, like this. It had to be around here because I saw it run. That's what made me look at it. Just look at it. And so I did today draw this secondary line. But what I'm saying is, yes, with AMC, the reason I went to BBIG is, yes, with AMC specifically, just like BBIG, yes, you have the opportunity with stocks like this to double. You don't have that the same opportunity with Apple, okay? Like Apple, oh man, Apple. Apple is one of my most oh God, so good. Apple's not going to double in a week. Okay? Apple's valuation is not going to double in a week. If it does, then I personally am getting out of the market completely. I will be completely cash. Because if Apple doubles in a week, then that would be probably the most everybody's talking about the stock market situation ever, and we are almost certainly doomed. That happen. Not saying 13. I'm just saying it would be disgusting. Back to AMC. Yes, sir, Robert. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, yes, sir. You know what, Robert? You're right. This is your Do you want the login to the channel, Robert? I'll give it to you. You can yeah, Apple is I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not bullish. I'm not bullish on Apple. No. Yeah, so then I drew this secondary trend line with BBIG. I mean, dude, it's pretty, this is like it hits this trend line and then it wants to look, it even does it here. It hits it, boom, kind of does this thing, and then, it just wants to roll back up. Boom, hit this trend line. Or it goes all the way to the red zone, which I would always sell the red zone. Because this is just ridiculous resistance. If it were to ever break this, what's the float? it would go absolutely fucking bananas. I don't think it will though. I think it'll just kind of to be honest with you, that I am kind of concerned about BBIG because it's too obvious. That's what I was saying before. Like, so you might do this, and then then everybody's gonna be sad again, and then until like one day it just like wants to do that, but you might be kind of getting fucked on a little bit for a little while. What did Robert say again? Yes, you're funny, Robert. I appreciate you guys who support me, kind of just going on my little team. The login. I got you, dude. I got you. All right, Robert's channel now. Let's go back to AMC. Oh, dude, we should talk about this too because we got sent down from this sort of. Remember, dude, my computer is like really struggling. Hold on, let me go to my task manager. It's crazy. Holy. My browser is really killing it. Brave is usually more efficient than Chrome. I might have to put the Chrome to your dome. I'm not going to jail. I sound like Astro? How do I sound like Astro? I don't sound like Astro at all. I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Oh yeah, so it's based on these two lines. Let me yeah. This is just dude, what the fuck is wrong with my computer? This shit's pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Don't you know AMC stock is down? I'm not buying another computer right now. I don't buy computers. I build. Way more fun that way. It looks reversely to me. it looks like it wants, it looks like it wants to go up. It just does, dude. It's this. I can't not see it in this just weakening bearish like the bears are just weak. They're just exhausted. It just is. It just doesn't make sense to me right now. Down here, I just can't see it going much further down. It has to react to this. This is dissipating sell pressure. It just is, man. That's how it works. It's not strengthening sell pressure. This is not strengthening sell pressure. Look at the volume. This is not strengthening sell pressure. It just isn't. So, I mean, look, my conviction remains the same. I can't see, and I could be wrong. And look, to be honest with you, you got to protect yourself at all times. You really do. But I can't see continuation of this. This is bearish exhaustion. You see this line meeting with this is not sustainable. It just isn't comparative to this trend, this downtrend. It just isn't It's not. Just like this is not sustainable, this move is not sustainable. It just isn't. It isn't. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not logical. OBV this bitch. Wedgies will never lie. Usually not. Can you imagine people saying it could go to $7? Truer words have never been spoken. Chad, what'd you say? Throw the wedge bigger. 72. What were the words that were true? What up, Chad, by the way? I'm gonna go watch your YouTube channel. Do you have to do that on regular, Chad? I'm not regular, dog. I'm a log dog. Loggy. But look, this move, guys, is not a strong move. I know it feels strong when you're on the other side of the trade, but this is not a strong move. It just is. It's not. Relative to this move down here in this bearish trend, this is not a strong move. So again, I can be wrong, but if I'm wrong, it just doesn't make sense in the short term. You have to have recovery. Oh, is this what you're saying, Chad? This is what you're saying, isn't it? To about $12. Oh, I see what you mean. Like this, right? Yep. Ooh, let the logs out. Yeah, I see what you mean. And look, if you look at the chart, I prefer log charting. I just think that log is a more effective way to chart scale, because I think institutions, it doesn't make sense for them to use standard chart. They would use log because they're not interested. They don't care what the price is. They only care about their percentage gain. Even steeper than this. I mean, like this isn't even a wedge anymore because you're not dissipating. I mean, yeah, okay, negative. Okay, this one would go to negative $37. So I would owe them. Ooh. Michael log is down here on TradingView. You can toggle log scale, and log scale is the candles are measured in percentage rather than price, pure price. That makes sense. So you gotta look it up. It's hard for me to explain. It just works better. You can chart negative 30. We're going up. I could be wrong. You could be. Dude, I hate when I'm so confused. Is it the same people? Is this the same person? Do you have the same person that is critical of YouTubers, but also frustrated, like critical of technical analysis, but then also frustrated with people who don't speak in like uh in absolutes, because like I'm probably the least absolute speaking type of person that you would ever meet. I'm not gonna project the future based on an absolutist ideology. I can think in absolutism, right? That I think something absolutely will occur. If you're confused by my language, but I can think something will absolutely occur, but I'm not going to come out in public and say, "Hey, something is absolutely going to occur." Like that's just kind of insane to me. I would always go against myself and look at it from a different angle, you know. I'm not or I'm sorry, man, but I'm not going to like sit here and like Cheeto, Dave calls for -37. God. I'm not going to like, we're speculating, we're here, we're analyzing a chart together. We're not trying to predict the future. Like I don't know. Sometimes that's the thing that kind of does frustrate me about YouTube shit, man. All this shit. And that's what really has fucked with my head a little bit. It's just like that's why I've kind of been fucked up the past few weeks. I'm not gonna lie. Like past few weeks, months, like it's really wearing on me because I feel like I'm trying to help people, but I feel like there's just like a disconnection sometimes. And it makes me feel like I'm failing, and I might be, sometimes I feel like I might be hurting people, and it's frustrating for me because, and it's not because I'm doing it on purpose, but it's because people are taking from me something that I don't want them to take when I'm painting with a broader brush, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I feel like people are taking my content and thinking that they should be taking some sort of financial action, when what I'm actually doing is I'm just providing perspective, a different perspective, and I'm trying to teach people something, and I don't know if I'm clear enough about that sometimes, and that can be frustrating. It hurts me. If I'm being honest. It's one of the hardest things that I've dealt with. I really can't remember. RP, I love you, dude. That was a great response. I love you too, man. Chad, you're not doing anything wrong. People tend to project their own problems, wants, and needs on. Yeah, probably is true. I don't even. I literally don't comment on anything. Dude. I've watched so much YouTube. I, RP ready, dude. Are you a RP ready? Are you like a therapist, or how does that work? Because you're really good with words. Like, fuck. I'm failing because I listen to Kanye. Joshua, be banished to the shadow realm. What the fuck? What kind of comment is that? Have you heard his new verse, by the way? The one where he talks about beating up Pete Davidson. I'm not saying that that's tight. I mean, that's whatever. It was kind of funny, but like, yo, he's kind of flowing on that bitch. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, that dude, Kanye is timeless, dude. His flow is nasty. Oh, nah. Though his delivery is just on level. You're not hurting people. Really is a bitch to the. I mean, reality is a bitch to the majority. AMC will have its day in the sun. You didn't drag AMC yet. Can we talk? We absolutely can talk about Kanye, but I don't know if anybody really wants to. El Cappuccino, do you think a $16 price target is realistic this week? Realistic for this week. El Cappuccino, I know you. You're the bear guy. You're the bear. By the way, dude, I don't have anything against anybody who puts out bearish analysis or anything like that. Like it's just not. People will disagree. If you want to be successful, man, you got to be able to see both sides, dude. People hate this fucking stock too, just as much as people love it. There are people who hate this stock and they want to see it go to the fucking shadow realm. I'd say, just looking at this, can bears produce that much pressure on this standard chart right here to get you below this. I don't know, man. If you want to look at it at this, but to me, this bounce here is significant, right? Because this is where the volume belongs. The volume was here, right? It's not here. Comparative, off of this bear trend, you got this volume reaction. Can bears pull you down here? This is your gap, okay? So I could see that as a possibility, this 1750, 18 range. I don't think 16 is realistic, Cappuccino. I don't think. Oh, El Cappuccino says $7 as well. I don't corruption. I can't see $16 this week. And like, you might tap it or something, but I don't think that you're going to spend any relative time there. I don't think. That would be to me, I'd feel risky trying to get $16 out of this week. Like, buy $16 puts on this chart, and then, you could bank on them, but you're not. I don't think you'll get them in the money, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Is that a cop? I don't see that as a cop out, like somebody saying that they could be wrong, but maybe it is. That's how some people. That's what some people project upon me, that I'm copping out. I'm doing it so that I'll just never be wrong, because I can always just say that I'll be wrong. I just don't. I'm not really interested in being right. Like, not really my interest. My interest is like having a conversation, talking to people. You're rushed. I appreciate you saying corruption, but you're just not like spam. Thanks, man. I'll check back next week. This guy. Oh, fuck. Draw the bottom falling wedge line from October 1st. October 1st. October 1st? Like this? Or are you saying September 30th? Cappuccino, dude, you're funny. I just feel like there's just not that much. You can't make. I don't know. That just seems unlikely to me. But I could be wrong. Been wrong before, haven't I? Yeah. Don't cut through, though? I don't. Hold on. Wait, what the fuck happened? Don't cut through. Oh, you're saying like this? Are you saying standard chart or don't cut through? I can't not cut through. I mean, what the fuck? Ow. Houseway. Only 2 touch points at the bottom line. This is not an efficient way to chart. Like this? Oh, okay. This what you mean? Does this go to infinity? No, it doesn't. It goes to... Hold on. You have your crossover point. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. It's gonna be down here like $1. Is this what you mean, Chad? AMC to infinity, dude. Chad? 2 touch points, bottom line. I feel like I'm kind of there. AMC to the negative moon. Oh, maybe like this is what you're saying too? So like this? No? Yeah, I mean, look, we've talked about in the past over and over again at this point. Fibonacci, right? And by the way, this might actually be the fib that I was talking about. This does meet the qualifications that we talked about a long time ago. A lot of you guys might not remember, but when we were in this region of the chart, and I don't remember the exact date, but I remember I did a co-stream with Jen Collado, and I said, the coffee guy is reaching, and I was drinking earlier. Now I'm driving. Where them bad bitches, huh? Where you hiding? Got the power, make your life so exciting. That is my favorite song. One of my favorite songs ever. All right. When we were back here, I did a co-stream with Jen Collado, and I talked about, hey, look, you know, it's reality that you could come down to this $19.50 range because, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm right. I was just saying that it was something that I talked about before. Because when you had your buy button collapse, so just to give you an idea of where you are right now, okay? When you had your buy button collapse, you had a 786 retracement when you take log scale off of your Fibonacci, okay? You rolled underneath the 786, and that's where you eventually recovered from to hold the 618. So I was telling Alfred Jen Collado that if you measure the same way, right, from the bottom of a move to the top of a move, right, this 1982, whatever, this was the 786 at that point. And that's exactly where we bounced on the 14th, right? So, I mean, we did eventually get there. Let's see what happens if we measure from here. Now, the alternative scenarios, so here, if you measure all the all-time fib, which is a valid fib, by the way, okay? The 786 is $17.04. That looks like this falling wedge. If you have continuation in this falling wedge from this point here, okay, Cappuccino, if you're still here, then this would be your scenario, in my opinion. I know that you do your own YouTube videos and stuff like that. I haven't watched you in a while, but I'll check out your video and see what you're saying. See that? See, listen, somebody can disagree with me, and I can just like be like, hey, that's cool too, man. I'll listen to your thesis. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like hate people who disagree with you. It's okay. Yeah, so this would be that roll under 786. Maybe this gives you your $16 cappuccino. $7. Let's see. Dude. I just cannot look. Okay. I'm not saying that bulls have control of this thing, but if I was to continue this bearish trend, which, by the way, this is a relatively weak bearish move here, okay? This failure here by bears. This is relatively weak, okay? Because if AMC just crawled down this little line here, okay, this would be a very slow trend to the downside, okay? If bears had as much control as Cap might be suggesting that they have to send the price down below $7, all of this just doesn't really make sense because the buying pressure has held the price relatively high compared to this downward trend. And so I just think that this downward trend isn't as sustainable. So what does that mean? What that means is you have this is a more realistic trend for price right now, right? Because you have multiple touch points here. You came here, you bounced right off of this. So this is right now, right? So look, let me illustrate here. This is 2. and then pretty much, right? I mean, pretty much. That's not a very technical word, is it? But I mean, you're right here, right? So yes, you can get dragged down, but I don't know, man. This is not strength. So let me show you what I mean by strength. Let me show you what I mean. If this stock was going up during this time, would you say that this era of price is promising that you're going to see upside after this? Would you say that? Is that what you would say? This looks like, you know what this looks like to me? This looks like this motherfucker. And I don't like this. That's what it reminds me of. So that's just my opinion on that. This is not convincing action. Now, if you break up here, oh yeah. Yeah, you're good. But with the volume favoring bulls over the course of this long, and then this topping out sort of action that you're seeing here, I don't know, man. I just wouldn't be convinced by this as upside. Cappuccino, would you be convinced that this chart, and I know that obviously this is not a completely fair comparison, okay? Because you can't just look at charts upside down and then say, oh, well, because it doesn't look good upside down, then that means it must not be good. What I'm saying is, can you see, I just want to know from your opinion, it looks like the trade is accelerating. Is this accelerating? See, accelerating to me would be new highs, continuous new highs. Okay? Let me show you an example. So this is acceleration, right? Like you're not this is not a rising wedge because you've continued to make aggressive new highs, and you even broke this trend here. So when you got this dip, by the way, this is why institutions probably went, yeah, they did go crazy here. This was a fake out. Like this was a fake out because it was the reality of this move. You have no continuous bearish structure. You continue to just break higher and higher and higher. This, I don't know. It's just the directional scale. And I know that it's unfair to you because we're talking about the downside versus the upside. Kid, are you being sarcastic? I can't believe Kid's a mod. That's so funny. I'm not saying that like he shouldn't be a mod. I'm just saying it is a funny concept. But I do like Kid. Days, you never DM me on Twitter. Yeah, I just this does not suggest continuation in my opinion. And if anything, with this aggressive price action to the downside, the more likely scenario is a reaction like this because this just is not sustainable. It just isn't, just like this. So like in going into next week, yeah, it's hard for me, or the next couple weeks, it's just hard for me to see it. Like, yes, it's just going to continue down when you have this much buying pressure supporting this line. I don't think that $16, whatever, you might tap below or something if you have a fib there that I'm overlooking, but I don't know. Kid, can you not, man? Colin is soft, like all up in my chat. Come on, dude. Is Cappuccino talking about his clout? Man. Wait, what'd you say, Cap? Let's see. I have clout? Who's talking about? I was looking at the mirror chart just for comparison's sake. I was just comparing the relative price action. I know that it's not fair. Ray asked you. Yeah, just don't like. Can you just not talk shit about people in my chat? Secret ingredient. Yeah, I noticed that's part of your narrative. I rushed. I appreciate you, dude. Like, you can have your opinion and stuff, but just don't. Damn it. I'm chatting. And ask why I have any out. Like I said, man, like I'm not here to like sit here and just be a fucking permabull that no matter what fucking thinks one way or whatever. Like, I mean, I think the play is an eventuality because it just makes too much sense for institutions to be able to price this up and then sell it to people for way more expensive. Oh god. All right, get rushed, rushed or whatever. Sorry, dude. I gotta slow you down, buddy. You're just like keep saying the same thing even after I acknowledge you. All right. Uh, you guys gotta understand kid. Like you gotta understand how to take kid. All right. Kid is like he want like he is a creative kind of like troll. You know, like he's purposely like trying to make people react because it's like his thing, you know? And to be honest with you, it's pretty effective, like the way that he does what he does. Yeah, man. You I'm not talking shit about Kid. I like Kid. You just gotta understand everyone's on edge, Fred, because of the price action lately, by the way. Later, Cappuccino. Take it easy, dude. Uh he's like, you know, he's trying to fuck with your head. He's trying to make you be like, you know, like that's kind of his thing, you know? Don't like, you know, don't let him let him bother you, but don't let him bother you too much is I guess my message. Like think about it as a game. It's like he's, you know? Yeah, I look, you could so here's your bearish case, okay? Your bearish case is okay, yeah, you're in a falling wedge. In short term, you probably have a little bit too much pressing down here, so you break here, right? You break here, boom, and in 2040 you get rejected down. Then I could see further downside. Reasonable. I just don't think, right? And then price continue. I would need to see some sort of trend line that explains to me that disproves the idea. And then look, this on a lot. So like, yes, you can make longer term base claims that you will have, but this line is like concrete. So yeah, if you break this line to the downside, whew, all right, you know, you might, you know, you're gonna get some, you're gonna see some moves. But this thing is like a brick wall right now. It really is. So you can crawl down it right now, but to me, it's much harder to make the case that you're gonna. What the fuck? I thought I hit rectangle. So then, you know, and look, this could be a really. If you did fill this, say you did this, and then you did one of these, this would be a really good. You know, this would probably be a very like this gap filling is a pretty good risk to reward, in my opinion. Because then you would have a similar scenario to like I'm just saying like you know like this sort of thing. So see how this you broke down here and then you capture this rally. It would be a similar move to that. I mean, really, this is a pretty good trend line too. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff on the chart, but I think you look reversally. It's just a matter of like when, you know, like when moon, when. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what Cappuccino's methodology is. So like exactly. So I don't want to like, but I would appreciate, I'd like to see, I'd like to see what he's saying. What do you mean? Yeah, you have here too, right? So like this rejection point right here, the gap is a high percentage play, guys. In my opinion, like this right here, like if you want to talk about some options, if you, not financial advice or anything, but like a levels perspective, this touch here, and then you have the gap here. I would be like, I would be very shocked if you ever went down here if you didn't just bounce right back up like immediately, like in a very short time frame to a relatively big, move. Like short term options, you can make a good gain on a move like that. Yeah, Kale, we're getting those likes in. Wait. Yeah, so I can see that. Days. Let me go check your DM, dude. Let me go see. I gotta check my Twitter DMs and stream gains has given me the blessing to watch his. Let me. How do I show this to you without showing you? I got Kenny G in there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to my still convo with him. I don't think I can do it. So I'll have to open a tab, or I'll save this image. Dazed, I'm about to show your charts on I'm gonna show your Twitter too, okay? Uh Need to do this. I'll just so this is at not underscore dazed on Twitter. I'll pin him to the top. Dazed is always in my Discord and shit. Um and I really appreciate the dude. He does really good analysis. Spends a lot of time on this shit, and he does it all for free, and so I appreciate him. So go follow him. I just pinned his Twitter to the top. Make sure you go show him some love because I do a bad job of recognizing him publicly, but he does deserve a lot of praise. So yeah, make sure you go drop him a follow. He's a really talented gay guy. So I have the first chart up here. He says bull pitchfork slash bear pitchfork intersection. Dazed, I'm looking at your DM if you want to add any details for me. Yeah. So I mean I pretty much can see what he's saying. Now with pitchforks, and I'm not as familiar with pitchforks as Dazed probably is, but with these pitchforks, they do behave basically as they're trend based support and resistance lines. Okay, so you measure from the bottom to the top to the bottom of another move, and it generates a pitchfork. What he's saying is, you're gonna have a convergence point here on February 23rd, where this bottom of this pitchfork meets with this top of this pitchfork, which would essentially be like a decision point for the trend, if that makes sense. I probably butchered that. And also, he shared another chart with me that says wave 1 to 2 of the macro 5 makes the other side of the head the right and oh wait, okay, I know what to do. This here for a sec. So that I can. Okay. He says wave 1 to 2 of the macro 5 makes the other side of the head of the other side of the head and right shoulder. So what he's saying is you have the convergence. Hold on. Wave 1, 2 of the macro 5 makes the other side of the head and the right shoulder. Oh, so he's saying that you can fuck. Your central pitchfork line, you drive up here. You're more likely, based on this support and resistance that he's drawing here with the pitchfork, that you have this convergence happening that's going to cause you to get sent up here. This looks like the $27 level, kind of. And then continuation of this pitchfork trend, essentially, this right shoulder could curl around here and cause you to round up onto the pitchfork, which makes a larger inverse head and shoulders. I'm kind of doing it in real time, so obviously maybe what I'm saying doesn't make sense right now, but you guys get the idea. Looking at the chart. Holy shit. The chat just went crazy when I click back here. Could be a W as well. It doesn't have to be a head and shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look. This, to me, at this point, this is a confirmed trend. It has a lot of touches. This, actually, I should probably turn into a question mark, because we don't have a result of this yet, right? In the name of being unbiased, like, we haven't come down and touched here yet, right? So maybe we do. I think 16 this week is tough. It's a tough ask, if I'm being honest. I gotta go watch Trey now. Tired of all this theories. Okay. Have fun. Is it Trey's Trades? I like him. He's a good guy. Tell him I said what's up. G Rush, do you think we will ever get fair on markets? Probably not. Probably not. That seems optimistic. If the spring gets any bigger, it will destroy the universe upon release. Everyone's theory is a theory. This is true. Booksy thinks we are making a larger spring. Yes, everyone's theory is a theory. That is a statement. Jin Colado says 3-day chart. Let me see. Yeah. Look, this is let's see. Yeah, no, this looks good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hold on 1 second, let me think about it. My brain is starting to drain a little bit here, guys. We'll probably be ending in a second. Not a second, but like in a little bit. Trey sounded bearish. I will say this does look like it wants a touch here, 1860. I think that I think that our futures open right now. Dude. Yeah, S&P. Sometimes I look at it and I'm just like, going on this chart. Um, I don't know, man. I feel like this thing, you could get some more blood here, but you're probably getting turned around at this line. I don't think that this is SPX, by the way, futures. I I think, you here, 'cause I can I think that this trend continues for the time being. I can't click it. Oh, it's right here. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that you have significant support coming up here. I don't think that you're gonna get sent down out of this yet. I think you have to go back up. Um, so yeah, I mean, maybe like this week you could see like further downside or like maybe a crawl, just some like really boring sideways shit going on with SPX. Well, SPY. I'm just looking at this to get a context because whenever SPY has been dumping, the reason that I'm saying this is because whenever SPY has been dumping, when SPY has been dumping, it's caused really bad capitulation for AMC. So could we see another move to the downside? Possibly, for sure. And to be honest with you, like I was feeling bullish on Friday, and that's why I made that video. And then over the weekend, I was like, yeah, maybe I just need to be more objective, and just like, be more measured. And I'm not saying that changes my perspective on it. I just think it's really odd that you're coming to all these convergences. Alfred, to be honest with you, man, I'd have to like sit here and fuck with the 3-day chart a little bit more, dude. Like I'm not really seeing anything that's like inspiring me right now, honestly. And also we're in the middle of a candle right now too, so I'd have to see kind of what's going on with the rest of this candle. That's probably why I'm not feeling as inspired. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, this does look like it wants to do this though. I will say that. From a 3-day perspective. Let's see if that aligns with today. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I kind of like this, honestly. Like I don't like it. Like I really don't like AMC stock going down for the most part, guys. I really don't. I know that that's probably hard to believe for some of you. But like, I do like this like as a move based on this sort of line. I really like this trend line. Really do. Really want to see you get out of this downtrend. Fuck. That would be nice. That would be nice. You just need the volume, dude. This is good. This volume right here is pretty good. Where does that put you on the 3-day scale? Fuck. Oh yeah, we gotta do OBV, and I'll get out of here. Sorry, Alfred. I gotta see more happen with this candle before I can kind of make a because you kind of ended on a high note last week, right? You had like your max emotion on Friday, and then so for that to only be the only trading day in that 3-day candle makes it difficult for me to I guess be inspired. Yes. Yeah. Man, yeah. Because you definitely want to see upside. Because this is kind of in a this is this daily OBV. This is kind of getting real a little bit here, where you're gonna start losing. You're gonna start losing that kind of bullish look that it had for a while if you don't right the ship here. You have 3 touches now on this bottom trend line. Got a little Christmas action going. Bottom chart. Yeah, you're gonna lose that look if you break down here. Break down here. Now it's starting to look kind of iffy. Like not as convincing, and like it's gonna draw out a little bit long. Feel bad about not being able to analyze a 3-day chart. I think my brain is just a little fried up. Let me try one more time, Alfred. I'm sorry. Just there's nothing like sticking out. 3 days, such a weird. Okay. This is pretty interesting actually now. And you see, but you're kind of you're sitting on it, right? Like you kind of got to make a decisive move up here to protect the idea that these, let me take wicks off. Right? So with wicks off, like why so let's take the wicks off. And by the way, this is not like an abnormal thing or something. Like I'm not doing this weird thing, but sometimes looking at charts without wicks is good because it can remove some of the noise. Because the closes are more significant and more important overall to the price chart than the wick action. And wicks, they are useful to understand better context, right? Like it gives you an idea of where someone got defeated, right? So like somebody got defeated here, so you would assume that you would see bullish action after a wick like this and then a higher close because bears gave it their all, got rejected up significantly, so that's going to tell you that you're side. But for trend-based patterns, it is a little bit cleaner to look at it without wicks and get a better understanding of where your closes have been. And when you look at this, this does, kind of insinuate if you can hold this line, right? It's kind of important, but if you can hold this line, it does insinuate, at least in the short term, that you up. And then the further insinuation is that this falling wedge is pretty much at its end. If you're going to have a continuation, let me look at volume one more. You need the S&P 500 to have a good day, man. You do. If you don't have a good, if SPY dumps tomorrow, you're in a pretty precarious situation for AMC right now. I'm not gonna lie, like that's just the reality, man. Like you guys can call me a shell or whatever you want to say. I don't really care. If SPY can't hold up, and it wants to just like, because look, SPY had a crazy rally at the end of the day on Friday. Pretty crazy day on Friday. Here, right? Now it's kind of flat. Wait, is this looking at the right thing? No, I'm not, huh? Wait. Good SPY, dude. The future chart always confuses me because I can't like track the days. You know what I'm saying? Like I get lost and like I'm like, which day was which? The wicks. Yeah. So here, so where are we relative to Air King? January 13th. Okay. So yeah. So on futures, you can see here, boom, it looks like a big old hammer, and then your volume is super low on these days that are not regular US trading days. But yeah, so you had this bounce, and then you got sent down over the weekend. They had some like Russia, Ukraine news come out or whatever, and then you bounced pretty good here. I mean, it looks pretty strong on this zone here. Honestly, I mean, you might want to come back down and test it again going into tomorrow. Wait, what the fuck? How am I on January 18th on this cancel? This whatever. Oh yeah, I get it because it's 24 hours. My bad. So you're gonna get sent down. You might get sent down here, but I feel like it kind of is feeling supported. No, I need to make sure I'm not biased. A little. I'm scared of downside. Because I'm not. Boy. I mean, so far, I mean, you're gonna want to see here overnight. If you can break this level of like 4669. Basically, boom, you're probably going to get sent up here. If you can break this 4669, you're probably going to get sent up here on SPY and at least be testing these local highs. At that point, I would see maybe a dump in the morning, like as soon as market opens, and then you bounce up. I feel good about SPY going into next week. Now, generally speaking, I feel very terrible about SPY. Okay, like in the long term, I really don't feel good about SPY at all. But at least in the short term, I think you continue these kind of this sort of year where you're going to continue up into this wedge going into March or April. I think that you continue this general upside, and then from there, whatever. You guys didn't come here for macro SPY analysis. From there, you can continue into this kind of region, but whoo, boy, it's gonna get frisky up here. If you do continue upside to July, but as far as opening, maybe you get a hot open and you go red. But generally speaking, I think that the chart mostly wants this kind of move up, and then from there, you're gonna be looking at resistance here, right? Which is kind of like this flaggy kind of thing that's been going on. But this downtrend is just not sustainable in my opinion. That's how I see it. Alfred, are you still here by the chance? By a chance? That makes sense. All that stuff that I just said. You need SPY, man. You need SPY to have a green day. If you don't have green SPY, dude, you're going to the gap. You just are. That's gonna be my video. I'm gonna make a quick video that says that, because that's just reality, man. If SPY comes out and dumps, I want you guys to understand something. If SPY comes out and it breaks this uptrend, dude, I don't know. Very concerned about the future, the near term future of the economy if you break this trend line. Because this thing wants to scream down, and I don't even know. Like AMC is going to be the least of a lot of people's concerns. Put it that way. Because this thing can really get sent down. It really can. If you get rejected here, and AMC gonna get crushed. Everything is gonna get crushed. I mean, yeah, dude, you're oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking nasty. It's gonna be a nasty rest of the year, dude. If you break down out of this trend, when you do, okay, you are going to break down out of this wedge, dude. And there is nothing. What a fucking mess these people have made, man. What a mess they have. Picking the can. They really just want to smoke people, dude. They really do. So sad, dude. So sad what they do to people. And SPY goes down, so does AMC, LOL. Yeah. Joe Black, dude, if you want to learn, I mean, I've been investing in like fundamental investing and trading for like 10 years. I totally taught myself just because I liked companies, like my first big win was Netflix, just because I was just like, yo, in like 2011, I was like, yo, everybody should have a Netflix account. Like, why would you not? It's such a cool service. Like, so I literally bought Netflix stock based on that. So that was like my first kind of thing. Literally didn't look at anything else, just really liked the product, and I thought like everybody should own that stock because it's just such a cool company. Scaring the children, yeah, maybe they should be scared. But anyway, so then in 2017, the next significant thing that happened was I was in the crypto rally and I was completely over leveraged. I had way too much money in that, and because of that, as a way to deal with my stress in that situation in like October, November of 2017, I began to try and learn technical analysis, and then from there I just taught myself through YouTube. Compare SPY to SPY in 2008. Yeah, I got a guy that I need to talk to that is doing like fractal analysis on that, actually. He's like comparing these two I'm gonna look at Doge too, Trey. I got you. Don't worry. I'm not gonna sit here and pick it apart too much right now, just because I can't. I literally have never looked at it before, so I don't want to. Usually, like the first time I look at a chart, I want to like sit there and like just fucking like live with it for a little while, you know. I mean, it's a pretty good channel. Really, it just ran into this fucking. It just ran into this here. Wow. Huh. I never really looked at it like that. It's just a pure double top, though. Pretty crazy. Yeah, no, this is totally different. This is like another fucking level. This move is so much more unhealthy. Oh my god, it's so bad, guys. This is so bad. This is so bad, man. Kind of depressing to look at this. Like this is such so bad, man. This is very concerning. Price action. Oh man, because if Spy goes to 400, man, oh god, it's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal. Especially if it gets up to like 500. Market is gonna be fucking thick. It could be, Dan. It could be already correcting. Let's go look at Doge right quick for Trey, because I haven't made a video or anything. Actually, let me finance, and then I'm gonna cut out after we look at this chart right quick. Doge just opened a new daily candle, literally just now. Go. Oh, okay. This is pretty good. It needs to, so short term Doge needs to reclaim this 0.5 Fibonacci right here, the $17.14. It does need to reclaim this short term, I will say. Let's look at shorter time frame and kind of see where it's at. Yeah, it looks pretty strong here. Need volume if you break this level though. So when you reclaim this, you want to see some volume come in. You're seeing volume. Yeah, I think you got a short term move up here. You're gonna run up to here to like 17. You run up here, you need to see strong volume in the next few hourly candles. That is kind of progressing to the upside. If you don't see progressive volume to the upside here, you could get rejected off of 1787. If you get rejected off of 1787, then I would certainly think that you're gonna see, you know, the 618, 65, and then remember, or don't remember, but like make sure you're looking at this trend as well, this purple trend line that I have back here. From this bottoming action, this double bottom that kind of occurred here on this trend and then you got sent up. This is where you're kind of, you found your ultimate support. It's not. One second. Where's my magnet? Oh, there's. Um So yeah, I mean, you can come back down here like that. That's definitely like a realistic situation. To me, though, to me the more realistic situation looks like maybe you come down to this golden pocket down here, like this 16 cents kind of region. That seems like the most likely thing. I mean, you held the 0.5 here on the daily. I mean, that's a pretty strong signal. Let's look at VPVR right quick. Hold on. Yeah, I mean you do have a now a developed pretty strong volume gap here. Oh, I mean you're not too bad relative to the rest of this. Yeah, it's a tough spot right now. You at 16 cents, you want to see a strong reaction to the upside. If you see a strong reaction to the upside and you can break this 22 cents here, then you're off to the races. But I'd say that until so when I say off to the races, what I mean is like the next relative level that you'd be looking at getting sent up to is like you'd probably get into this like high like this 27 to 30 cents, you know, in the relative like next few days going there. You'd probably get bounced around here a little bit. But then if you're able to break that zone, I mean, you really have a lot of upside potential here because basically what it does is it validates this entire move here as an accumulation if that happens. So really, the most important thing, like if you're long term holding it, the most important thing is that you're watching this trend line right here that was established by these two wicks. Let me show. Hold on. Or is it these candle? Yeah. So these two candle bodies. Sorry. This is like this is the establishment of the uptrend right here. You take the wicks off, and then you basically tapped it here, boom, to get sent back up. So you want continuation on this trend, and you want this trend next, you know, few weeks or whatever to carry you out of here. And if you get carried out of here, then that is where you're going to start to see that narrative get drummed up. If you get rejected down here, so like in the next few days, if you break below here, I mean, I don't think you're going to go that far down in the next few days. But let's say like February 1st, if you break down below 14 and a half cents and you hold below here for any considerable amount of time, then you can probably go sub 10 cents. Then you're probably talking about, you know, you're really going to be looking at fibs here. My opinion, not financial advice, by the way. Yeah, you're gonna look at kind of maybe not 10 cents. You're gonna be looking at this region, 12 to, and it's probably gonna be like a reaccumulation sort of scenario if you hold down there for any given amount of time. My opinion. Yeah, yeah. You wanna hold this trend line. This is your yeah. Hopefully that was good. How wrong I am again? What do you mean, Michael? I love you, Michael. I got a guy. I mean, I feel like this is pretty, you know, I feel like this chart is pretty exhausted out by bears. And I mean, you just got Elon kind of just waiting in the shadow realm all the time to kind of just send this thing up, you know. I feel like Doge, you know, the narrative is just an eventuality as well. And maybe these eventuality narratives are there on purpose to distribute something that could be a possibility, but I just don't see people really getting super excited about Doge right now. I feel like most people are kind of off of it and don't believe in it, and that kind of makes me think that it's actually a good thing. Oh, look, you really want to hold this actually. So if you want to know what's going to send you down to that lower that lower trend line, if you break this level 16.11 cents, if you break 16.11 cents, I think you get sent down to the trend line. So that's going to be the key level that you're going to want to watch. Is that a fib? Yeah, your golden pocket. So you want to hold your golden pocket. That's what I'm watching. So I'll be watching 16 cents. It looks good though right now. Like it wants to oh. I mean, it's gonna want to react to this 0.5 here and kind of just roll up, and then you might get rejected off of 18 again. I mean, it looks, this looks pretty accumulative though. Look at this little volume spike here. Somebody sent it. Yeah, actually, this looks kind of good. I like this little structure right here. I think you actually have a short-term move up here. Looking at the 5-minute chart, it looks like it wants to at least come up here and test 18 cents. And we'll see where the volume's at whenever that happens. That's what I think about Doge. Alrighty, guys. Yes, Elon, their puppet voice. I don't know, Dazed. Dude, I'm not going to leave yet because I'm going to do Bitcoin. And then I'm fucking leaving just because I've been watching Bitcoin. It's kind of fun. Such a chart nerd, dude. All right, so... Oh, Bitcoin getting some green out here, boy. What you talking about? All right. So this chart, all right. I've never explained this chart. Like with my voice. But what I've drawn here is key support and resistance on historic trend, like historically the cycles of Bitcoin, how it's behaved, okay? So, hold on. I don't even know what these blue lines are. So, I'll probably get into that in a second. So, what you have is obviously all-time top, right? And then you have this, which is like a secondary top line. I have it channeled. I have it done as a channel, but maybe it's better here. So this has kind of been like the mid-cycle top line. Think of it that way. It actually looks a little bit better if I draw it like this. Because what you've seen is, boom, a rejection, boom, August 2017, right? You had a rejection here, and then now, boom, you've had a rejection here. You guys see that? So, it's kind of an interesting kind of thing to look at because you've gotten now, I will say that on this cycle, you did not get rejected down to these green lines again, but you did in this cycle, the 2013 cycle. You had a similar sort of thing where you got sent down out of here and you came and tested this green line. This green line is kind of the decision, it's like the accumulation line, okay? So whenever it's below this line, generally speaking, Bitcoin is in longer term consolidation for accumulation. And then this is like these are distribution lines, these are accumulation lines, right? And then you have this middling, like this was the bottom of the bear trend in 2013, generally respected as the bottom of the bear trend in after 2017. And then this is like the oh shit, the world's ending line, basically, because back in 2011, this is where Bitcoin was trading below before its first like real bull rally. And then you got a secondary touch here for the COVID collapse. And so looking at Bitcoin in this context here, what I did here is this is the bars pattern for this, okay? So I literally, it's in two parts just for scaling purposes, but this is this, okay? I mean, it's not perfect, but you get the idea. And this this, and I rescaled it. And I mean, honestly, it's kind of a meme, you know, like I'm not really like, it's not like I'm not putting my life savings on this. But I've kind of scaled it out here, and it kind of looks like it wants to drag along for this section of it, but it is a very similar price action you've seen thus far. Trust me, bro. But yeah, so Bitcoin, it's at a pretty key decision point here. And I mean, you can see like this green line, dude, is crazy right now. Like this light green line, you can see here that I mean, in the relative short term, it's just been kind of just every time it touches this thing, it wants to bounce away from it. So yeah, I mean, looking at these new candles here, since I haven't looked at it in a few days, I think it might actually look better on a daily. Yeah, so I mean if it holds under here, but so this is basically what I'm expecting. I'm expecting further consolidation to be out of the bottom of this thing. And then from here, well, we know what happened after that, right? So this bottom here, for those curious, is like 40,000. We know what happened last time that we kind of played out this fractal. I'd be interested to see if basically bulls come in and have this sort of reaction where it's like, you know what? No, like we're not done with this bull rally yet. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue to the upside. We've tested out all of the bull levels, all of the bear levels down here, and we want continuation. So, dude, no, I don't know if you remember or if you were here, Days, but towards the beginning of the stream, like literally when I started the stream, I was like, dude, I need some water. Wait, is Doge pumping right now? Look, it is. That's funny. Yeah, dude, this 17 cents, dude. Okay. Yeah, you need to break 17.5 though, because I really hated this rejection at 17.5. If you break 17.5, you can move up pretty quick. You would at least move up to like 18.3 in my opinion. I think that you would kind of just blast right through this 17.9 level. But yeah, so it'll just be interesting to see. I mean, if you get a stiff rejection off of this trend, then you're going into steep accumulation. Days, did you say 20K? Is that what you said? I don't know, man. 20K is, dude, I don't know, dude. So 20K right now is the equivalent of this. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. Hey, baby. Okay. He is. 29K days. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm getting Luna. Baby. Luna, Luna, Luna. 29K. Okay. Okay. So then that would be I mean, this is so if you go down there, you're pretty much confirmed in a bear market. Oh, Luna, what are you doing? You brought me to GME, the only real play. How'd you do that? Quickly. Gotta get you away from the key. Uh, you would be in. I mean, you would be in a confirmed bear market. That would be confirmed bear market because you've only been. Okay. Ready for me to be done streaming? Um, you've only been below this line and holding this line as support in bear markets for Bitcoin. So Dazed thinks that Bitcoin is in a bear market. That's what he thinks. Fifth wave of a sea leg. So just do an extension on it, just so see what you're talking. You are looking for a fifth wave, a sea lift. So are you saying macro perspective? You're saying that this, like this? Is that what you're saying? ABC like that? Is this a thing? Wait, a fifth wave of a sea lift. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is what you would be saying. You'd be saying that's a weak third wave, though. Like this? Is this what you're saying? It's very, this is very Wyckoffean. Like a very, very distributed. Very much. And yeah, I mean, I could see it. I could see it. You never did this. You never did this thing here, huh? Did you? Okay, so you have never, a Bitcoin rally, Bitcoin has never broken down here again. Yeah, so you're in a bear market. Yeah, that, I mean, this is a confirmed Bitcoin bear market, and if that's the case, then Bitcoin never. I mean, well, okay, so if that is though dazed, I also want you to realize that the implications of this are that you are in a longer term, pretty nasty sort of rising wedge. Oh, well, you could say this is kind of like an ascending. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just, the Bitcoin narrative, the Bitcoin narrative just seems too. I don't understand how Bitcoin doesn't do well in these crazy inflationary like things, you know? I don't know. All right. I had a BBIG thing, and by the way, I don't like fundamental narratives anymore. I completely. Oh my goodness, guys! Luna says I need to go. I saw a 13 to 48 EMA. I kind of like this thing. Credit to Review Dork because I was critical of Review Dork before, but I think that this sort of thing is good. Him doing a research based kind of concept to say, hey, I want to help retail out. That's what I'm all about, So he's actually, oh my goodness, baby, he's actually spending time trying to educate people on something that works based on data, not based on his personal opinion or anything like that. Yeah, baby, ain't crazy. You're gonna go in the living room in a second, okay? Um, but yeah. So you were saying a 13 to 48, yeah. BBIG. Look, I looked at the BBIG chart already. Look, I'd be lying if I said that I don't have shares of this right now, just in cases. But I'm not trying to play any expirations or anything. But dude, it really, 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 really likes these trend lines. It really likes them a lot. So that's definitely a thing. It definitely wants to do this. I don't know if you're there yet on the daily, like that cross, but you did just get one on the 4 hour, so that's pretty good. Let's look on a higher time frame, maybe 6. You got your cross on the 6, and you're working on your cross for the 8. So yeah, I mean, if you have another big old green day, you're gonna get well, the 8 is the daily pretty much. I'm so used to crypto, dude. If you get another big green day, dum 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 dum. If you get another green day, then yeah, you could get that crossover. If you do that, if you do that, did you get? Yeah, you got to cross here, but you never visited red. You got to cross here. You went to red. This is such a weird chart. BBIG, dude. Such a weird chart. Yeah, baby. I know. Dad, go play. Do this anymore. I know. Look at that. Guys, if you use Fibonacci and you're not using a 707, I highly recommend 707. I would check that out. It definitely works. Yeah, and you're above your 0.5. So look, here, BBIG, you want to see it hold. You want to see it hold above this 375. Baby, hey. I would expect it to retrace, honestly. And then you're probably like, okay, let's look at the fibs within this. Sorry. I'm a little distracted now. Oh yeah. Well, that's gonna be tough. I mean, the volume is good. BBIG, man, I'm super on the fence about it going into, because I feel like everybody is just like, I've seen like the options chain narratives and blah, and everybody's just like, yeah, it's pumping no matter what. And then you look at the chart, and the chart says, you know, well, it just does this. This is just what it does. It just, you know what I'm saying? So like, it kind of freaks me out a little bit and makes me want to go the other way a little bit, if I'm being honest. But like, you know, as a small equity position kind of thing, like I bought it down here because I was like, yeah, every time it touches this line, so like, let me just buy a little bit down here. And I lost a little bit, and I was like, and then it just kind of I was like, oh yeah, the line works. But yeah, I mean, I'm not betting the family farm on it, you know. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. Hopefully you guys. Craig, I did not hope that the SPY crashes, but I just think it will because it just looks disgusting and scary. Oh, I mean, it's an FTD play, BBIG. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, and everybody was talking about the options chain and stuff. Dude, look, this is the other thing about BBIG that I remember. What it always does is it makes you regret not buying it, and then it makes you regret buying it. That's kind of its thing. This chart is a perfect, you know, this chart is a perfect perfectly says that, right? Like, you regret buying it, and then you regret not buying it. Like, that's all BBIG does, dude. So where do I think it is? I think it stopped in a weird place on the chart, but I mean, you know, it could just pump and then make people just go, fuck, I should have bought that. You know? It makes sense for BBIG. All right, guys. All right, yeah, I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna go take care of Luna, hang out with her. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it was random. Dazed. The options, dude, the IV on them is so high. Like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I would say that if you run, you're probably not gonna get, you know, people might be eyeing up $20 or something. I don't think you get there. I would really be trying to like take profits at, like, you know, like me personally, not financial advice. What I'm doing is I'm taking, like, I'm probably taking off some here. Here. And then I would definitely take some, like, when it touches, as soon as it touches it. And well, not some. I would be probably completely out. Like, I would be out like 90%. Because I'm just not. I'm you know, I'll have a little something, but I'll be heavily in the profit. And then I can just ride that in case it really goes to the moon. You know. Yeah. Sell the calls. The IV is just so high, man. It's so high. Like, crazy. Like, I saw one of the BBIG contracts had like literally like 2,000 IV on it or something. I was like, what? Yeah, so that what Jake said, whoever said, okay, all right, you guys probably hate this baby screaming in your ear, so I'm gonna peace out. But yeah, basically, some people, no problem, Fred. Some okay, baby, okay. Some people think that if SPY crashes, basically, it's gonna cause margin calls, which will cause covering of AMC, which is gonna cause MOAS. That's the thesis. I mean, I don't know. I don't want the economy to crash because like people will get hurt, like normal everyday people or whatever. So I don't want normal people to get hurt, but I mean, what's gonna happen is gonna happen, guys. It's kind of the unfortunate reality of this is that it's gonna run out of a little bit of steam. This chart, it can't just do this forever. So, very scary chart, but yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, this is where look, dude. This up here, dude. Oh no, dude. Oh god. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it? Could you imagine an 80% drop in SPY in like 2027, man? I could. All right, peace out, guys. Later. A potty? What?